Alright guys, welcome to the channel. I'm here again with some very instructive rapid chess games. I'll be playing 3 rapid chess games against players around my rating points, and I'll be explaining my thought process as best as I can. The games are going to be very instructive and also very entertaining, and without further ado, let's get the game started. Okay, I'm playing a 22-52 rated player with the white pieces. Let's go with the king's pawn opening. Let's see how my opponent responds. Okay, my opponent is going for the Caro-Kann, and I will be playing the Von Hennig Gambit here. Let's see what my opponent knows about the Gambit. Capturing there is a way, and the engine is already calling this a mistake. Going for an aggressive Gambit at this level might be asking for trouble, but let's see how my opponent handles this position. Opponent captures there. This is a very common mistake, but I do not expect my opponent to make that mistake, and the guy doesn't. So let's go here. This is a very common mistake, and if my opponent had played a move like this earlier, we have a check here, luring the king into the square, and we have this check, and on the next move, we pick up the bishop, and my opponent has a king that is stuck on the center of the board, and the position is just better for us. So I'm looking at playing a move like this, and that move comes with a trap. I'm threatening to sack here. The guy knows this gambit, and the guy is not falling for any cheap trap here. So let's keep this defended. What do we do now? Let's go here. If I can capture, if my opponent castles now, I'm going to capture here. But if I capture here now, I think might not be too good. Let's just line up all our pieces towards my opponent's king this way. It just cannot be bad. Okay, now that my opponent castles, capturing here, I'm definitely going to do. Opponent has to capture here. If you capture here, you're just losing a pawn. And so how do we proceed now? A move like this comes to mind, so that after the trade, I can support this. So at the very least, I have the bishop pair. Opponent has double pawns, so I guess that should count for something. I'm looking on playing a move like this. If opponent captures here, capture here. The problem is that opponent can play a move like this, gain a tempo on my queen, which is not something I really like. But I would love to keep this defended. If I play a move like this, I would like to play it, but my opponent is going to capture here. And after the trade, opponent just hits me with this move, gain a tempo on my piece. I don't want to give my opponent that tempo, so let's play a move like this instead. A move like this is what I want to play, just keeping the center very solid. I won't be surprised to see my opponent play this move, but I think sitting here might not be bad. Okay, maybe that might be bad. Maybe we can go here. Problem with sitting here, one problem that comes with sitting there is maybe my opponent can play a move like this, and if I capture here, that bishop would be hanging. That is if I have played a move like this. So let's see how my opponent handles this position. A move like this from my opponent also comes to mind. Just trying to gain a tempo here. I do not think I want to give my opponent the bishop pair. I'm not giving the bishop pair back. At least I can hold on to that and say for the cost of the pawn, I have the bishop pair. So if my opponent plays a move like this, I think I'm just going to bring my bishop back. Just bring the bishop back. Maybe opponent puts another knight here. I'm looking on playing a move like this. And maybe I can bully this knight away in the future. Play a move like this. Just kick the knight away. Although these pawns might be too weak. But having 2 pawns on the center of the board like this is going to be very good. So something I am going to be considering. So let's say my opponent handles this. Okay, opponent plays this move. A move like this comes to mind. A move like this comes to mind. A move like that doesn't do too much for me. If I play a move like this, my opponent is going to meet that move with this. So I'm not sure I want that. So do I want my opponent capturing here as well? Maybe not. Maybe not. If we go here, I'm not really sure what we are gaining with that. We are not really gaining much. I'm looking at going here, probably sacking here and trying to go for this, but even at that, I'm really not gaining anything. Let's say I play a move like this, opponent plays this. If I sacrifice here, opponent can just ignore capture here. And even if I play a move, okay, I think I can capture back. Let's take a look at that sacrifice. Does that sacrifice makes any sense? Let's say we go here, opponent plays this move, we capture here. If opponent recaptures, I capture here. And I get 2 pawns for the rook. That's some imbalance. But the opponent can capture here, then we check. Not something I think I really appreciate. I don't want to lose that. Okay, let's proceed with my plan of playing this move. Let's go here, holding on to everything in the position. Let's go here. If my opponent captures here, I just recapture here, gain a tempo on the queen, and I have no issues with that. Opponent plays that, I feel like capturing here, but maybe it doesn't really do much for me. So maybe we play a move like this. If I capture here, opponent can capture with the knight, opponent can capture with a lot of pieces. You can capture with whatever they wish to. Capture here, opening captures, looking at capture here and winning a pawn. Not really. Not really. Opponent can capture this way and that pawn will still be defended. And even if the pawn is not defended, a move like this, opponent is just going to get their pawn back and have a very active rook. So now I'm thinking, do I go here? I don't think we can. Going there is begging for trouble, so let's not go there. Now we have an isolated pawn. I'm looking on playing a move like this next, trying to hit the queen. One thing with this pawn here is that the pawn is actually controlling these key squares, so this knight cannot really launch forward. Even though black would love to launch the knight forward, they cannot. They can't, and opponent decided to play a move like this regardless. A move like this comes to mind. A move like that comes to mind. I think I want to play a move like this because if I capture here, opponent just captures here, and that's just going to be a fork, and maybe I'll be losing the bishop here. Let's go here. And one important thing is that this move comes with some initiative. Although opponent can play a move like this, I feel like just sacking there. I really feel like sacking there, except it might not be worth it. It might not be worth it. But I really feel like just sacking there. And after the trade, capture here. So that's the trade now. We are simply threatening to capture here because this pawn is pinned. Pawn is pinned, so this pawn is not really defended. For sacking here might just be too much. The opponent plays that. Wow. Okay. That pawn is hanging now. That pawn right there is hanging. If I ignore this, if I ignore and capture there, opponent has this move. Because I feel like ignoring capture here. If opponent goes here, we have to respond. And that's not looking too pretty. Yes, I might be losing another pawn, but let's see. Let's see. My piece is pointing towards the king like this. Should count for something. And I really would wish to play a move like this, but at the moment we don't have that. If I capture here, opponent is just going to capture and have nothing. Opponent is going to capture this way and we might have nothing except activity, but probably the activity should mean something. Having a rook on the 7th rank should be great, except I'm not really having a rook on the 7th rank because opponent is playing this move and it comes with a tempo on my piece. I think I have activity here. I really like my chances here. I like my chances. For the cost of the pawn, opponent has double pawns. I think I have activity. I'm looking at playing a move like this next. If opponent tries to challenge for this only open file, a move like I can just trade and then win myself a pawn. And this pawn structure is looking sad. So let's see. I have no time advantage, so there's no time advantage to fall back to say I have something on the clock. A move like this looks like it is winning a pawn already. If I'm able to play a move like this, am I not just winning a pawn? So how is opponent going? I think opponent is already thinking about that. Opponent is willing to offer me this pawn. Opponent is willing to offer me a pawn for activity. If I capture this pawn, opponent plays a move like this. And even if I defend this way, it doesn't work. If I play a move like this, it doesn't work. If I go back here, opponent just captures double my pawn. So I guess opponent has something here. Alright, let's go here. If opponent is likely going to play a move like this, I think I'm just going to come back. And after my opponent captures here, just going here. I think I have a lot of pressure there. I'm just making sure. I think I have a lot of pressure there. Let's see. Wow, that is an amazing move. That right there is an amazing move. I feel like not capturing and playing a move like this. But after the trade, I just play something else. If I capture here, opponent captures here. I like the pressure I have on this pawn. So let's say we go here. I think we can capture here. And if opponent captures here, we can capture here with check. Look at that tactic, guys. I think we can capture here. And if opponent captures here, we can capture here with check before we go here. And if we capture here, if opponent captures here, we can just go here, check, and we are chilling. Look at that tactics. Love that tactics. Let's go. If you capture here, I capture here with check. And then I pick this up. And my upper pawn, not really upper pawn, but I have a healthy pawn structure, I guess. Okay, that's bad because we have this check. I almost missed that, guys. We have that discovered check. Meeting my opponent check with a discovered check. Look at that. That is crazy. That is why the first move that comes to your mind, you do not want to be in a haste to play it because sometimes the alternative move might just be stronger. I was really tempted to move this, but I was looking at my opponent playing a move like this. But then I realized, why not just go back? Call an ambulance, not for me, for my opponent. Because now I can go capture here. Okay, I can't. That's pinned. But I can go capture here. And this is completely winning. And my opponent finds the resign button. Let's quickly analyze this game. Let's take a look. Wow, this was not my best game, guys. It wasn't my best game. I played with 76 100% accuracy. Opponent played with 69. It was a chaotic game. Let's quickly take a look. I think I had several opportunities to end the game that I did not take. Yes, I was going for the Von Hennig Gambit here. The engine doesn't really like the Gambit, and my opponent position is just better. Here, I was setting up a trap. I was setting up a trap here, and the opponent knows. If opponent had played maybe some random move like this, I can capture here, and if opponent captures here, the king just walks into this pin, and then we can capture here, and we are no longer down a pawn, and opponent has a king that is stuck on the center of the board. And another trap in the Von Hennig Gambit is that, okay, opponent already played this move. Else is, okay, yes, instead of going here, if opponent had played a move like this, another trap in the Von Hennig Gambit is to capture here, and after opponent captures here, we capture here, and regardless of where they move the king to, we simply capture here. Opponent has a king that is stuck on the center of the board, and the position is slightly better for us. And you can be tricky by playing a move like this. In this position, another trap here is if opponent plays a move like this, you can just be tricky and play a move like this. And if opponent gets greedy and capture the queen, that is a beautiful checkmate. But a 2000 rated player is likely not going to fall for that. And after this move, I was just trying to develop. Opponent is responding very well, and according to the engine, the position is just better for my opponent. But now I decided to capture there, which is good. The position is not equal, it's slightly better for my opponent. Okay, the engine wanted me to land the knight here. I guess I ended up playing the move on the next move, and it was okay. Okay, I should have sacked there. Wow, what was the idea behind it? Okay, opponent captures here. We have this, I guess. We have this. Okay, that's not good. So if opponent captures here, what does the engine really want? The engine wants me to play this move. Wow, crazy position, guys. Okay, I did not sack there. Instead, I captured here, and then I offered a trade. Opponent traded here, and after this trade, opponent played this move. Okay, opponent should have captured this pawn. Not sure why opponent did not. I guess opponent is up a pawn. Opponent just wanted to simplify, but I told you guys, my piece activity here is crazy. Opponent captures here, and that's bad. Oopsies. Oh, now I see. Guys, we should have played a move like this, and if the opponent captures here, we have this check. The king is forced to move somewhere, and after the king moves, we can capture here. I think that was a tactic I missed. I think I missed that tactic several times. What's the best move? So instead of going for that, what did I play? I played this move. The engine is frowning. The engine still wanted me to capture with the bishop, because it comes with check. And if opponent, yes, it makes sense. If I capture here, if opponent captures here, I have this move, and this is defended. I'm threatening to capture here, and after the trade, I'm just going to be up. I'm going to be up the exchange, but opponent doesn't have to capture. What if opponent moves away? What if my opponent moves away? Oh, okay, then I can capture here. And after the trade, what else? I think we have a move like this as well, and I'll be up a pawn at the end. Okay, not the best, but still winning. So what is the best move here? Let's quickly take a look. After I move like this, what is the best move here? Rook to f3. Oops, that is crazy, guys. We are simply threatening checkmate here. The opponent has to sack here, because even if opponent moves the rook, if the opponent moves the rook somewhere random, we just capture here. Playing a move like this doesn't save the game. That is the checkmate. Wow, now I see. I wasn't even thinking about that. Instead, I captured the rook. I thought I was just winning a pawn, and the opponent strike with that check, but I have this check. Pick up the queen, the rook, and we are left with a completely winning position, and opponent resigns. Let's get another game started. Okay, who do we have here? We are playing a 2258 rated player, playing with the black pieces. Let's go for the tested and trusted French defense. How is opponent going to respond? Okay, opponent is going for the classical variation. A move like this is possible. A move like this is also possible. And I like, in a blitz game, I like to go for this sideline. But in a rapid game against a 2250, we just play some principled chess. Capturing here is not going to be too bad. If opponent captures here, I guess I have no issues with that. But I'll be capturing here, I think, on the next move. But if I capture the opponent, I capture the knight. I think I'm just going to capture back. I'm looking at striking with this move. On the next move, I'm looking at going for this pawn break, because this pawn breaks and this pawn break is a very useful pawn break in the French defense. Pawn breaks you want to be going for. A move like this also comes to mind, putting some pressure here while also putting some pressure here. But I think opponent can meet that move with a move like this, and it's not looking too pretty anymore. Okay, let's say we go here now, because now I'm considering it. Let's say we play a move like this. If opponent castles, okay, even if I capture here, it doesn't really do anything for me. But let's say I go here. If opponent plays a move, I just capture here. So if I go here now, if opponent plays this move, I'm looking on landing this check. I'm looking at landing a check here. And after I move like this, I can capture here. If opponent captures here, I'm looking on playing a move like this, but opponent can just grab something, and opponent is chilling. Okay, I guess we can trade, and after the trade, play a move like this. And this piece is trapped. I play a move like this, putting pressure here. But this opponent likely going to play. I play a move like this, putting pressure here. I'm putting pressure here. Although the pressure here is not really worth it, but I'm putting some pressure here. If opponent plays this move, I do not see my opponent playing that move. But if they don't play this move, are they going to play this? Let's go here regardless. Let's see how my opponent responds to this. Okay, what if opponent captures here? Capturing here is begging for, okay, opponent plays this move. Now I'm looking on just going here. I'm looking at just going here. And then a move like this. So let's see how opponent responds to this. A move like this is going to trap this piece. A move like that traps that piece, doesn't it? Okay, maybe they capture with the queen. Because now tell me, where is this piece going? Where is this piece going? Piece is trapped. If you go here, I have two pieces looking at that square. So going there is just going to lose a piece. I wasn't expecting my opponent would play a move like this. But let's see. Before we get too excited, are we really winning a piece? Do I worry about a move like this? I'm just going to capture here. Opponent is thinking, how do I get out of this mess? How do I get out of this mess? And guys, that's exactly what you want to do. That's one thing. That's part of the reason why a 2000 rated player is better than a 1000 rated player. That's because when they find themselves in this kind of chaos, they try to find a way around it or try to find a way to cut their losses. And that's exactly what opponent is trying to do here. Opponent is not really giving up very quickly. Opponent is trying to think, is there a way I get out of this mess? And in some cases, opponent might just find a good move that just gets out of the mess, but not in this case, as opponent found the resign button. So let's quickly take a look at this game. I played with 98.6% accuracy. Opponent played with 94.7% accuracy. And even though at the end of the game, it feels like I was winning a knight, the position was not completely lost. I guess there was a move from my opponent there. But let's quickly take a look at this game. The game ended very quickly and it ended in the opening. So why is the position not too bad like that for my opponent? Okay, yes, I wasn't expecting this move, and if my opponent had played a move like this, capturing this pawn is begging for trouble. So that would be a poison pawn and not a pawn I will be willing to capture. But after I move like this, I traded here, and after this move, I strike with this move, and the position is just slightly better for my opponent, for me. So what is the best move for my opponent here? Because I thought I was just completely winning a knight, and I'm completely winning. Okay, the best move is to play knight to c5. Oops, guys, do you see why that move works? Do you see why that move works? Because after I move like this, opponent has this move and I'm getting fucked. Guys, do you see? Okay, opponent did not find that. Opponent did not find that. But I think a move like this, even a move like this doesn't really help. I think opponent can capture, and after, oh, the engine is frowning not. The engine is frowning not. Frowning now. Okay, the engine just wants this. But I think maybe I get some extra pawns. I get 2 pawns, and opponent has a bishop pair, and I guess that's some compensation for my opponent. And the engine likes the position for my opponent, but this will not be an easy position. And I think another reason the engine likes the position is that my opponent, at the end of the day, my opponent is going to be left with the bishop pair, and that should count for something. Let's get the last game started. Okay, we are playing a 2278 rated player, and from is that that's Serbia. Let's go for the French defense again, and the opponent is going for the classical variation. Okay, opponent plays this move. It's very important you capture here, and then play a move like this. In this position, giving up the bishop is what opponent should do. And let's see how my opponent. Oh, that's that's not a nice pre-move. Let's see what opponent does here. Some people just capture and trade everything here. I have no issues capturing back that way. And a move like this, I also have no issues with. Okay, but that's kind of a move I don't think I've seen before. That's kind of a rare move. I do not usually get hit with that move. So how do we respond to this? Do we play a move like this? I'm tempted to just play a move like this. Open up and open up some attack on this. Opponent is playing this weird, or maybe we play a move like this. Just ask opponent, what are you really up to? If opponent captures here, we capture here before we castle. We are just trying to gain a tempo on this bishop, asking opponent move the bishop again, and opponent decides to move the bishop again. A move like this comes to mind with ideas of coming back here. So I'm not really seeing what I gain with that, but I think I like this move. And if I can, I'm just going to get the bishop pair straight out of the opening. So opening doesn't allow that. Now my bishop is active on this diagonal, so I have no issues. Let's castle now. I think I can castle here. Let's castle now. I'm looking at supporting my center. Maybe put my bishop here and try to find a way to infiltrate on the king side. Opponent might just play a move like this and castle here. I also have no issues with that. But let's see how my opponent handles the position. Okay, let's go here. Let's keep the center solid. A move like this comes to mind next. Problem is, okay, opponent hasn't played. Opponent is going here. Let's go here. Going to kick this evil piece away. Go away, evil piece. If I play a move like this, the knight just hops in here. And the knight becomes a full-time menace. So that I do not want. I see my opponent playing a move like this, trying to keep the knight rock solid. Rock solid. And that's exactly what my opponent plays. A move like this comes to mind, and maybe we should be playing that. Maybe. Let's say we play a move like this. Opponent can capture here. Okay, let's say we play a move like this. Let's say we play a move like this. Opponent, let's say, how is my opponent going to respond to this? Let's play a move like this, just trying to destabilize this knight. Opponent is likely not going to capture here. I see my opponent maybe playing a move like this. I'm looking at pushing pawn forward again. Capturing here, it doesn't really seem to be doing much for me. And let's capture here regardless. Let's capture here. I think he's going to leave my opponent an isolated pawn here. Or is my opponent going to capture here? Let's capture here. Let's see how my opponent handles this. Removing this knight comes to mind, and maybe it leaves my opponent with this kind of pawn with double pawns like this, with a pawn sitting here and a pawn sitting here. I think that is a target, but how do I target the target? How do I pile up on the target? Let's see how my opponent handles this. I think my opponent is thinking, do I capture here or capture the other way? Okay, now that my opponent captures this way, I don't think I have too much issues with that. A move like this now comes to mind. A move like this now comes to mind. Let's see how my opponent handles this. I'm looking at capturing here, but then opponent can capture here. I'm also looking at just playing a move like this, just putting pressure on this piece. Okay, opponent plays this. Let's go here. Okay, then a move like this comes to mind as well. Just going here and then going here. I see my opponent playing a move like this, just trying to support this annoying knight. But I'm looking on playing a move like this and then playing a move like this. Asking some real question here. Dear evil bishop, where are you going to? I have an isolated pawn here, and that's kind of a weakness that I should watch out for. If opponent captures here, it's very important I capture with my bishop, because if I capture with my queen, opponent can capture here. Okay, if opponent captures here, before I capture here, I can capture here with check, but I think I'm still going to capture with my bishop, just develop a piece, and maybe put my queen somewhere here. So let's see how opponent handles this. Do I worry about a move like this? The move kind of the move looks interesting. Okay, opponent plays that move. A move like this comes to mind. Opponent can capture here. And it's not looking too good for me, so that's not a move I think I really like. I feel like capturing here, but I'm not going to win anything at the end of the day. So instead of capturing there, what else can I play? Do I worry about my opponent playing a move like this? I see my opponent trying to play that. Also, opponent is putting some pressure on this pawn. Wow, that is interesting, guys. Opponent is putting some pressure on this pawn. A move like this I like. Capturing here just helps my opponent open this piece towards my king. Not something I really do appreciate. So how do we respond to this now? That's a sneaky move, guys. That's a sneaky move, and that's a good move. I was not even thinking about that move. Okay, if I play a move like this, I'm kind of worried. What if my opponent plays something along these lines? So let's say we play a move like this. What do we worry about here? What if I play a move like this? Opponent captures here, and then I go here, hit the queen. If I play a move like this, what if opponent sacks here? I capture here, I check here. Okay, I'm not really buying it. I'm looking on playing a move like this, asking my opponent to move. If opponent captures here, I'm looking at bullying the queen again. Move the queen again, and when they move the queen, where are they even moving it to? Maybe they move it here. If they move it here, I think they are losing a piece. So we can't really move it there. So where are they moving it to? Okay, I'm not seeing where they move the queen to. I'm not seeing a very good square for the queen. So let's say we play a move like this. I need to look on this sacrifice. I capture here, opponent captures here. Position looks crazy then. If I play a move like this, opponent sacks here, which is my primary concern in this position. If I play a move like this, opponent sacks here, and I capture here. If opponent lands a check here, I think I am escaping, or am I not? Position looks wide, but I think I'm escaping. Should I risk it? Should I be greedy? Hopefully it doesn't backfire, guys. Hopefully it doesn't backfire. What if they sack here? Oh, that I did not consider. I guess we can just capture here, but then opponent can capture here. Wow, I did not consider that. I did not consider the oosh. Okay, after I check here, a move like this. Check here is solid, guys. I have to watch out for this knight. I have to watch out for the evil knight. Let's see. If my opponent captures here, I think that is GG's. Because a move like this should end the game. A move like that should end the game. Capturing here doesn't work. But let's see. Was this sacrifice, guys? I have to watch out for it. I feel like it should not work. I really feel like the sacrifice should not work. But I think the position is going to be dangerous and I need to use my time very well. Else I just get in trouble very quickly. That's a risky sacrifice and it might end up paying off. If I capture here, opponent can yes guys, yes guys, that's what I'm talking about. If I capture here, opponent can capture here with check, and after I move like this, what else do I worry about? Opponent can go capture here and my queen is trapped. My queen is pinned. My bishop is pinned. So after I move like this, what if I go capture here? I can capture here. Ouch, I did not calculate this very well, guys. I got too greedy. Well, I guess I played some hope chess there. What if I sack here? Then play a move like this. It does absolutely nothing for me. If I go back here, opponent captures here. I'm losing a piece here. If I capture here and opponent captures here, I guess I can then capture here. Wait. If I capture here, if opponent captures here, I can then capture here. Opponent capture, I capture their queen. I think that should work. So let's say I capture here. If opponent goes capture here, the bishop just come back. Okay, so let's say I capture here now. Opponent is likely going to capture here, and I capture here. Opponent captures here. We check. I can just go back here. What if opponent moves this? I think I can play a move like this, and I should be fine. Yes, I think I should be fine. Let's grab here. Let's grab here first. If I don't get checkmated, my opponent is going to lose this game. If I don't get checkmated, my opponent has a very decent chance of losing the game. If I do not get checkmated. What if opponent plays a move like this? I still feel like capturing here, except my opponent captures here and it comes with check. Comes with a check, and if I block this way, that's checkmate. So if opponent captures here, what if I sack here? Then opponent can, okay. I think I can, if opponent captures here, I feel like going here. But that's a bad move. I believe that should be a bad move. So if opponent captures here, what if I capture here? Opponent captures here. We check, I move away. Opponent captures here, guys. My queen, my king is so exposed. My king is going to be so exposed. This is chaos, guys. This is full-time chaos on the board. This is full-time chaos. Opponent is thinking, how do I get myself out of this mess? How am I getting out of this mess? I think capturing with the bishop looks counterintuitive, but I think that's the best move. Capturing with the bishop. Because if I capture here, then opponent can capture here with check. And if I move here, opponent captures here, checkmate is going to follow. So capturing with the bishop, although a move like this looks more tempting, I think capturing with the bishop wins the game. Okay, if opponent captures with the bishop, I play a move like this. Guys, I'm getting destroyed. My opponent going to find this move. If they capture with the bishop, what if I just capture their bishop back? Okay, they did not. I think a move like this now is good. Is it that good? Oh my goodness, it's not that good. After I capture here, opponent can capture with check. After I move like this, the evil rook is infiltrating. And even if I block this way, that's checkmate, guys. My goodness me. So what if I don't do nothing and just go here? If I capture here, what if I capture here? Opponent still has this move. If I capture here now, opponent has this check, not looking good. If I capture here, opponent has this check. And if I block this way, opponent has this move. Opponent is simply threatening checkmate here. And even though I have a move like this, opponent can capture the bishop with their rook with check. And after I move, that's going to be checkmate. And after I move here, that's going to be checkmate. So we can't afford to capture here, even though we wish to. Oh, that's a crazy position, guys. Let's play a move like this. I'm losing a full rook, guys. I think I should be looking for the resign button. I was looking for chaos and I got a lot of chaos on the board. I'm losing a full rook here. This is crazy. I'm just losing a full rook. I'm losing a full rook. Oh, guys, there's no way I won't flag my opponent. Can I even try to flag the guy? A full rook down. How are you flagging someone being down with full rook? How are you? Okay, not even full rook, 7 points of material. That is crazy, guys. My opponent seems to be playing slow. Part of the reason I'm trying to flag my opponent, I guess. Guy is playing slow. The guy going to speed up. Trying to flag my opponent here as a dirty flagger. The guy going to speed up. Guy is offering a trade. I do not want to accept the trade. Or how do I respond to this if I'm not accepting the trade? I think this should be GG's. Even though my opponent is playing slow, I think that should be GG's now. That right there should be GG's. Oopsies. I guess it's time to resign. Let's resign. That's a good game. That's a good game from my opponent. Let's see. I think I underestimated my opponent's sacrifice when I pushed the pawn. I think that was my biggest mistake in the game. I underestimated that sacrifice, and it was just a decisive sacrifice. I underestimated it. I think I was calculating the knight sacrifice. Let's see. Okay. Opponent played with 95.4% accuracy. I played with 83.7. I guess I tried my best, but I got blown off the board. Let's quickly see. What did I do wrong there? I think I underestimated that sacrifice. I just underestimated the piece sacrifice. Yes, those moves cannot be good. So opponent played weird in the opening, and maybe deliberately. Okay, after capturing there, a move like this. Yes. Yes, Justice just play a move like this. The position is already slightly better for my opponent. I was thinking of this move. For some reason, I was not even seeing this move. A move because the reason if I play a move like this, I was looking at my opponent playing this move, and I was kind of worried about that move. But that was the best move. Just moving the rook there to perform exactly the same duty should work. Yes. I was looking at that if my opponent captures here, it is GG's, because now where's the queen going? If the queen goes here, I just capture here. The queen goes here, I capture the queen. The queen goes here, I capture here. So the queen doesn't really have a lot of square. And if the queen goes here, I capture here. And after I move like this, that's removing a defender of this knight. I just capture here, and I'm winning. That's one move I was looking at. That's one move I was looking at. And here again, I was looking at a move like this. Is that good? Maybe it's still acceptable. Okay, I guess let's see. Is that move acceptable? Because I was looking at that move. Okay, that was also that was not really good. But then I have to capture with check, and after my opponent respond, I capture here and a check here. Yes, I saw this, and I saw my king is getting blown off the board. My king is just completely open, and this is not an easy position. I did not know what I was even thinking about when I decided to go for that sacrifice. That was just a bad move. That was just a bad move. I guess hope chess, hoping my opponent captures here. It was just a bad move, and after some move, it became very evident to me that I'm in serious trouble and I'm getting checkmated. And that's GG's, guys. If you have made it this far into the video, do not forget to smash that like and subscribe button for more videos like this.